Are you finding that as a retiree that your whole foundation and your pillars have kind of fallen out from under you? Your identity, like what you were once known as a respected professional, someone who's had experience and has so much to offer, people relied on you, and all of a sudden, those things aren't there anymore because you're not going to work. You feel like you're not being maybe all that meaningful. If you're married and you've had children, your children are most likely grown up and gone, and they're having their own families, and you feel kind of, I don't know, like I think at the beginning of that um, Mad Men when you see Don Draper falling from the skyscraper in the cartoon portion of it. Is that what you're feeling? Like free falling? You know, who am I and what's my purpose? And um, it can be scary, but it's really also a way for you to be free and to kind of start over again, to really kind of figure out who you are. I mean, we've spent our whole lives kind of striving towards, you know, high school, and then a lot of us went to college, or we went to a trade school, or we learned to trade, and you know, getting married and having children, and then you know, your life gets filled up with all these tasks and roles that you know happily took on. But then you get to this point in time in your life where it's supposed to be like, quote unquote, the best time of your life, where you kind of feel like, well, who am I and what am I supposed to be doing? And at least that's how I felt when I first retired 3 years ago. It took a year or maybe even two for me to get my feet under me. But now I'm realizing that it's a time for freedom to kind of recreate yourself and be whoever you want to be, to do whatever you want to do. And that can be kind of scary because you're going to be trying new things and you're not sure what to do. But if you at least do something and start heading in a direction and exploring different things, you'll find your way. Um, I see this in my mom, who lost my father last June, so it's been almost a year, after almost 70 years of being married. And they'd known each other since she was like 12 years old. So she never lived on her own, and now she's fully alone. And I've been so impressed with how she's embraced this part of her life. Um, it's like, you know, just puts one foot in forward, the front of the other, creating this new life, um, figuring out who she is and the things she likes to do. And uh, I'm seeing her coming into her full potential. And I feel like this part of her life is actually going to be the greatest period of growth. And she had me when she was 19, and I'm 68, so I've known her for a very long time. But I've really seen her grow and progress, and you know, be really free, to do what she wants to do and to explore different things. And I'm just so proud of her. And she's such a great example of what the last part of our lives can be. It can be filled with wonder and freedom and exploration and trying things. You know, you can just try things for a little while. There's this book called Tiny Experiments by Anne Marie Lecomte. She's a neuroscientist, and she said, try these little tiny experiments. Make a pact. You're going to do something for a certain period of time. Give yourself some parameters, and after that period of time, you can decide, do you want to keep doing it? You know, do you want to go to the gym? Do you want to go take a class? You know, my mom's taking a watercolor class. She's never done anything like that before. She said she'll do it for this one semester and then decide if she wants to continue. And she loves it. And she's tried other things which she didn't really care for. So this is a great time of freedom and exploration for all of us. And I want to encourage you, just try it. Just try something. Make a tiny experiment. I'm going to go for a walk every day. I come down here to the lake, and I'll turn around so you can see it. I try to come down here every day, even in the winter, except when it's icy. And it forces me to get out when I don't want to go. And so sometimes when you make that little tiny experiment, you make a pact with yourself, it puts you in a position to do things and experience things that you wouldn't normally. So I encourage you, just get out there and try different things. And you don't have to stick with it forever. Keep the things you like, get rid of the things you don't like, which actually I need to do that in my house. I really need to do it in my house. Just have to convince my husband to get rid of stuff too. So I hope this helps, and have a great day. Thanks.